off with something perfect for the fall, great for the football games.
Yes.
Before we do that, though, tell everybody what you've been working on. Your brand new show. He's got a brand new show.
I have a brand new show.
October 3rd.
October 3rd on TNT.
Yes.
8 o'clock primetime Eastern time, called On the Menu. And a gentleman by the name of Ty Pennington. You know Ty. He does a little bit of building.
Yes.
Ty and I are co-hosting this wonderful show where we search for home cooks. And somebody's trying to get their dish to go on the menu.
In your restaurant.
Well, there are restaurants across America.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome. And so here's the thing. The same kind of cooking utensils you give these home cooks for that show.
This is what you
is
have.
What you're seeing right here. So you could be the home cook that you can get that kind of quality in your own home. We're going to start with the deep fryer. This is the larger of the two deep fryers that he brings to you. And this is not your ordinary deep fryer. There are some great features on this one.
That's right.
That definitely make it unique and different. I do want to tell you, though, we have it on 5 monthly easy payments today. So if you want a deep fryer that is affordable at $21.98 a month, this is the one. Before we show you what's cooking, though, I want you to just go through exactly why this. I mean, you could pick any deep fryer, but why this one?
Well, you know, first of all, my partner in this, T-Fal, is one of the best in the world. And my motto has been from day one, fry right or don't fry at all. And how do you know you're frying right? It's all about the temperature. And so what we have is we have a brain right here that goes inside. You're gonna see, you can put it in there so easily. And you'll see the craftsmanship of this brain because, as I said, what's so important is the temperature and what you're frying in. And so we take all the guesswork out for you. We have this brain that has temperature up to 374 degrees. We take all the guesswork out of what the best temperature is to fry. Now, beside all of the bells and whistles, and it's a clock and the on and off switch, you're gonna see this light right here. This is an oil gauge, an oil temperature gauge. That light will come on when you have to change your oil. So, but before then, every time you fry, probably like me, where do you do with the oil?
Right.
Well, this has a built-in oil filtration system. So, Mary Beth, if you just hold the brain for 1 second, what I want to do is show folks at home, look at that. That's an oil filtration system that's going to save you money. Look at that right there, okay? All it is, with a click of a switch, the oil is going to go in this oil reservoir. When it cools, you put it in your pantry until you're ready to fry again. Then you click the machine. There are a lot of dishwasher-safe features on this product as well. We have sold thousands and thousands of these, folks. I'm telling you, this fryer is awesome.
And if you have it, give us a call on our testimonial line, 1-800-395-1601. Because the key to that, being able to reuse that oil over and over again, is you can reuse that oil 8 times, 10 times, 12 times, depending upon what you're cooking or what you're frying. And the fact is, when you start adding up the cost of oil, you're going to save the price of this unit probably within the first several times you've used it.
Well, we've had testimonials, as you know. As you said, if you have it, call us in there. We've had testimonials, Mary Beth, as you know, that have had their oil 5, 7, 9 times that they've reused that. Now, you do the cost of oil, as you just said, you'll practically pay for this machine in the first year of having it. Easily. Probably 6 months. You know, the thing with frying is awesome. You just have to fry right.
Exactly. Let's talk about that, because a lot of people say, well, we don't fry because we don't want to eat all that greasy food and whatever. Right. What makes a fryer the right fryer?
Well, it's all the temperature, folks.
Exactly.
And the temperature is right. The sweet spot is generally around 340 and 370 degrees, depending on what you're frying. Okay.
And
like
what happens?
What people think, like as an example, like fried chicken. We just did these chicken wings and drumsticks. You'll find out, first of all, they're not greasy because we had the right temperature. When you have the wrong temperature, what happens is that's when it gets soggy. And if you have it too high of a temperature, that's when it doesn't cook inside and the outside just gets completely ruined. Isn't that great?
Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's hot too.
Now, I've got some chicken tenders, and while those are just draining a little bit, I'm going to take some of our tater tots.
Think about the football games, and people are
Think about the holidays.
The holidays.
The easy that you can just do hors d'oeuvres. How about the kids? Okay, My kids love chicken fingers.
I bet
but
they do.
You know what? I don't give them chicken fingers that they can't absolutely, look at this. This is fresh chicken, okay?
Beautiful.
Fresh chicken, lightly breaded. So what I do, I just have it in oil, okay? And then look at this. Look at how beautiful that looks.
And here's the other thing, when you fry it right, at the right temperature, which a lot of, you know, like he just took that out. Now, if he threw something in and it didn't have a brain like this.
That's right.
It wouldn't reheat as fast, and so
Well, you
that's
look,
when
you look
the
at the
second one-
construction. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about, how this construction right here. So the turnover time, what Mary Beth is saying, is hardly end. Like I
Right.
said, we just took out those chicken fingers,
Right.
and now we're going to go in with sweet potato
Yeah,
fries.
look at that. You can see the heat immediately sears those shut.
Yep.
And that's why they don't get greasy, but they still get cooked all the way
That's
through.
exactly right.
And also, by the way, they don't take as long to cook. And when they don't take as long to cook, then once again, you don't get all that grease, because what happens, the reason you end up with greasy food with a deep fryer that doesn't work like this is because it's just sitting in it, doing nothing. These have the right heat temperature. And then remember, when you're all done, you know, a lot of times people said, well, I don't deep fry because it's such a pain to clean up afterwards.
Right.
Well, now it isn't, because you can just filter all that oil down into the underneath tank that's right underneath the machine, and you've filtered out all the extra little pieces
Exactly.
of breading and whatever, and now you can use that oil over and over and over again.
Well, that's what's great about the oil filtration system, is it's going to collect all of those little yummies, is what I call them.
Yeah.
Right? Now, we have another surprise right here. So we have these sticks that are going in, but what we just did, it doesn't have to only be savory.
Yeah.
We have fruit turnovers.
Exactly.
How about on Saturday or Sunday mornings when the kids are not at school, that you can easily do a donut party and make homemade donuts? Whether you do a yeast donut or a cake donut, it's so much fun to get them involved.
And by the way, if you think donuts are hard, all you have to do is go in your refrigerated biscuits section and buy the refrigerated biscuits, cut a hole in the middle, throw that in, and then throw the holes in, because then you got donut holes. Richard from New York, welcome to QVC, and please say hi to Emeril Lagasse.
Really a pleasure to speak to both of you.
Well, thanks for calling, Richard. How you doing today?
Very good, very well. And I have both just so you know, I have not only the fryer, but I also have your pressure cooker.
Excellent.
Great product. And if I can mention just one thing very quickly, my late dad was a chef for 30 years, both in the restaurant and hotel industry. And I know behind all the glamour, there's a lot of hard work. So I love the profession getting its recognition, but the fryer is great.
Thank you. Well, you know, Richard, if you had to tell somebody at home, maybe they're on the fence about buying this thing, you can see, first of all, the price at $109, which is just unbelievable.
And then on Easy Pay also, fantastic.
Yes. Well, what would you tell them why they should buy this fryer?
Number one reason, because it changes your whole perspective on frying.
Exactly.
Which is again, everything in moderation. But when the perception out there in the public is frying is greasy, this is not greasy. And certainly when you do the flash fry or whatever it is, savory or sweet, you get, especially at the right temperature, obviously following the directions, you get the end result.
Right.
Isn't it true? I mean, it's so fast, so easy, but like you said, the end result is fantastic. How do you like the filtration system, Richard?
Well, the overall ease of use is up there.
Yeah.
Certainly from draining it to filtration to storage to cleanup, it's a very good product. And like I said, I also own the pressure cooker, and it's a great product.
Why do you like the pressure cooker, before I let you go, Richard?
Because well, first of all, I think it's a macro question, because pressure cooking is a fantastic way to infuse flavor.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so a lot of these lessons, although I went in different directions, a lot of these directions, insights I got from my late dad, and also my mom was a great home cook.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were a lucky boy.
Yes, I was.
Growing up.
We ate well around here, believe
I
me.
bet you did. But you know what? Like you say, good equipment, and that's what this is.
Well, growing up in a restaurant family, as he said, about his dad and understanding what equipment really means to have a successful end product. I mean, Richard's got it down.
Richard, I'm so glad you called, and I'm so glad you got a chance to say hi to Emeril.
I am too, and it's always been a pleasure to watch both of you and Emeril. You're a big hit in this house.
Thank you so much, Richard.
Take care.
Take care.
Thanks
Enjoy
for
the
calling.
show. Bye-bye.
So here are those turnovers, and I have a little powdered sugar shaker over there.
And you saw that I threw in two
I saw
donut
that.
holes.
I saw that. I saw how you snuck in a couple of donuts
I
right there,
did.
which I just thought was beautiful.
I'm throwing in the donuts.
Go ahead. You throw that in.
Okay.
And
By
what
the
I'm
way-
going to do is I'm just going to take these turnovers now.
Oh,
look at that.
this.
So you can make them or you can buy them,
Yeah.
as Mary Beth said, folks. But look at that. I mean, look at how